And we are live. Welcome, welcome. This is the super important part of the stream where it's only me, and that's okay. So today we're going to be building a Nanoblock version of Pikachu. Nanoblocks are special tiny little blocks. So I have the instructions here, and for comparison purposes, I'm going to set out a 2x4 brick. Sure, let's say that's a 2x4 brick. Pretty teeny tiny. And let me pull out a regular 2x4 brick so that you can see the scale by comparison. So this, in my hand, is a 2x4, regular 2x4 brick. This is a Nanoblock 2x4 brick. So pretty teeny tiny. Should be a cool build. Pretty short. Among Us. They're the Wish version of Legos. I guess so. I'm going to dump them out and try not to lose any pieces. Again, they're teeny tiny, so you got to be really careful that a piece doesn't fly away. All right. Hey, Icy, are the levels okay? The music, my voice, I think I'm going to turn my voice down just a touch. Maybe like there. And let me know if my voice sounds okay, if the music's okay. And we'll get this started. So I'm going to spread the pieces out a little bit. As you can see, this is it. This is the entire Pikachu. So I don't think it's going to take us that long. We're just going to follow along in the instructions. Normally we have instructions down that way, but here there's no electronic instructions. So this is what we're doing, and we're going to gather some pieces. So let's gather 2 2x4s, 2 2x3s, 5 2x3s. My mistake. 5 and one more. We're going to need 1 1x4 brick. Man, that is so tiny. Let me see if I can get this guy closer. I think this might be our best camera for this build, just because it's so little. Lune, thank you for hosting. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. And maybe I'll leave this regular size brick for scale. So Lune, we are building a Nanoblock version of Pikachu. It's much smaller. So for comparison, this is a regular size 2x4 brick, and this is a Nanoblock 2x4 brick. So pretty little. Yeah, a Pikachu. So we're just setting aside some pieces. We're getting ready for the first step. We just started. Thank you for coming. How's your day been, Lune? Have you gotten to do anything exciting? Or we need 2 2x1s. Look how teeny tiny these 2x1s are. That's insane. 1x1s. I'm going to take a brown 2x2 and a brown 1x2. So these are the pieces we'll need for the step 1. Just arrived home, a family party. Oh, nice. Very nice. Love to hear that. Okay. So I'm trying to understand the instructions. They're not as nice as the Lego instructions. Tons of food and nice company. That's fantastic. How wonderful. All right. These are going to go kind of in this area. This is going to go here in the back. And this is going to go here. And we're going to have one of these here. And apparently I was supposed to grab 2 and I didn't. This is so teeny tiny. Then we're going to put the 2x3s. They're going to hold on to these pieces. I think I already did that wrong. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I did. Oh man, that was scary. So this goes there like that. And I assume the other 2x3 will be similar. For us, Luna, it was just kind of regular weekend day, which involved cleaning for the kids, homework, making sure we're ready for the week. They really appreciated that, right, Icy? I already lost the 1x1s that I had here. Oh, no, they're right here. The 1x1s will go. There's supposed to be a 2x1 that goes here. And then the 1x1 goes on the side like that. And then another 1x1 here. And what do I feel like? I did something wrong here. I feel like I did. Yep. It's supposed to be like that. And then we put the 1x1. This is a little trickier. This is a little trickier than regular Lego builds. Part of it is the instructions. Okay, there we are. That's part of it. And then you snug it up against it like that. Okay. And then we're going to put another 2x3 over here. And I think that this goes here, like so. Yep, that looks right from the instructions. A lot of detailed work. Yes, super small. I'm gonna try to, maybe I should try to make it closer to the camera a little bit. Just because it's so tiny. It's so tiny. Okay. And I think this was here. And then we have another 2x3 that goes over here. And that's going to keep those pieces there. And this goes in the back. We're going to apply another 2x3 behind this one. And that's going to keep these 3 pieces together. Maybe we'll add it there. And then we'll put the brown piece on the back. Like that. Okay. Now that should hold everything together. Goodness. Then we have a 1x3 there, and a yellow 1x2. Yeah, it's not just small; it's tiny. I see. And then this here. But it looks like maybe things aren't quite lining up because there should be something here. And I feel like I missed something. I'm trying to figure out where I went wrong already. So the pattern here on top is correct. 1, 2, 3. Yep. So maybe where I went wrong is that it was supposed to overhang by 1 piece. So all these pieces need to shift just a bit. Yep. Oh man. Hey, I see. Did you ever build this this set? So we're gonna just shift that forward one, but we're gonna keep that there. We're gonna shift that forward. Keep these pieces in the back. Okay. Okay. And then this piece needs to go forward like that. We're just going to take these off, put them in the right spot. I might need to take that off completely to take this one off because this one is so small. Clever. Welcome, welcome. Today we are making a Nanoblock Pikachu. It's quite complicated, apparently. Made more complicated by bad or not great instructions, I'll say. So the instructions, as you can see, don't do the best job of letting you know where the blocks, the studs line up. And I have here for scale clever. So this is a regular 2x4 brick, and this is a Nanoblock 2x4 brick. So it's a little tricky getting in there. Maybe that is quite possible, clever. All right. Very good. So I think we finished step one, and this is the result. So far, so good. We only had to backtrack about 3 times. Let me set out the pieces that we need. We need 2 2x4s. We need 2 2x3s. We need 2 2x2s. Yeah. Exactly. We need 2 of these corner pieces. 2 of these corner pieces. 2 1x4s. 3 1x3s. 1, 2, and 3. 2 2x2 or 1x2s. Sorry. 2 brown corner pieces. And 1 brown 1x2. So that's everything that we need for step 2. And again with step 2, we're going to have to work on 2 layers. So we'll work on the bottom layer first, and then see if we can properly apply the top layer. Let's see how that goes. So we'll start with the bottom layer. It looks like one of the 1x4s is going to go in front. So that helps us locate the parts. Okay, very nice. And then we'll kind of basically, we're going to base the rest of our build off of that. So the 2x4s go beside it like this. Might have to zoom in the would it help if I zoomed in the desk cam? This guy? Kind of feel like I should. Although the focus might be soft because I don't know where it's focusing. By 3. That'd be better? Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's take this guy and let's see if we can zoom you in. It's gonna move stuff around. Let me move it. Focus is soft. Yeah, we'll do what we can do. Here we go. This is kind of my workspace. I wonder if there's something I can do and move some other stuff. Maybe it'll help the camera to focus. know, right? For sure. Let's see. We'll continue with that bottom layer. There we go. So far, so good, I think. We're going to take one of these 1x4s and it goes straight back. 1x3 right next to it. And 1x2 going horizontally or laterally across like that. So that's the bottom layer. So far, oh, I'm covering up the other camera. How can I bring this to the front? No. No. What am I doing? You know what? Let me just move it over. Let me just do that. That'll work. There we go. All right. And we're going to work on that second layer now. I think some of these pieces overhang, and that's the part that I'm finding tricky. So I think these 2x2s are going to overhang like this. So you can see from the bottom, there's quite a bit of overhang. They're just hanging on by one stud. I think that's what we're doing there. And then we're going to apply some corner pieces around those 2x2s. And another one over here. There we go. All right. And then a 2x3 is going to get applied going this way. I'll try to place her correctly. Good. And the other one on the opposite side, like so. Haha, I know. Tell me about it. Let's see. Okay, so I think that does it for the yellow, mostly for this part of the build. We do have, I think, a piece of the tail, maybe. We'll get to it. Let's get the brown ones in first. So looks like the brown corner piece there, brown corner piece there, and another brown piece laterally to span it. Go. Nice, nice. Okay, looking good. And then we're gonna take this 1x2, put it on the underside of the 2x2, and then it looks like this will go back here somehow. I just don't know how many studs. A little unclear how many studs it's gonna span. I think that that's correct. I think that that's correct. Find out. Later we're going to be building his tail on top of it. So that should be interesting. Exactly. Gonza, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for stopping in. We are building a Nanoblock Pikachu, and it's proving a little more complicated than I thought it would be. And I thought it would. Let's see how things progress. I'm a little concerned about where I put this part here, but let's go along. Let's go with it. Let's roll with it and see what happens. We're gonna move on to step 3 and gather some parts. Gonza, for comparison. Oh, nice! They had a peel for me. Welcome, welcome. So for comparison, this is a regular 2x4, and this is a Nanoblock 2x4. So that's the scale difference. We're going to take some of those 2x4s. We need 4 of them. 2, 3, and 4. We're going to need 2 2x2s. 2 yellow corner pieces. 2 1x3s. 1x3s. 2 brown corner pieces. Brown. And 2 brown 1x2s. There. And we're going to work again in 2 layers. So first layer gets applied here, and then second layer on top of it. Let's see how it goes. All right, so first layer, we're going to apply those 2x4s. It's pretty easy to see where it goes here, based on the diagram, and another one right next to it. And what that does, it locked in those pieces that were in the corners hanging off. Those are Pikachu's hands, apparently. Maybe I can flip this a little down so you can kind of see me when I'm looking down. All right. And then we're going to apply 1x3s to the side, like that. And same on the other side. There we are. Another 2x4 on the back, spanning it laterally. Pretty solid there. And that does it for the bottom layer. Now the top layer, again, we have to kind of make a decision and see, try to figure out if we're doing it the right way. I think I'm going to start in the back with the brown pieces. So I think the brown pieces get attached here in the corners, these corners, like that. Nope, already made a mistake. Can I take the brown piece off? That would be lovely. Okay, I think this gets attached. This. That's my working that's my working hypothesis. There we go. Then the other corner like that, and the other 1x2 like so. So I think if I think I'm doing this correctly. So we'll start applying the yellow pieces, and then these corner pieces would be like that. Go. A 1x4 leaving a 2x2 space in the middle. So I think that I applied that correctly. Peel, thank you so much for coming. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. And so that's where we are. All right. So far, so good. Step 3. Down. All right. So let's put that down. And let's see what we need for step 4. We'll be adding a bit of color with some red. Those are going to be Pikachu's cheeks, known for his cute red cheeks. We have 4 red corner pieces. Separate them so they don't look like something they shouldn't. I'm so glad you could finally stop in too. I hope you're enjoying your weekend, your evening, the cooking. How's your weekend been, Bill? Add some 1x2s. Right? It might be. Their Pokemon names are pretty punny. Right? So if you take a look at their Pokemon names, they're often very punny. So Pikachu. Go. We need 2 2x2s. Just need to find them. 4 2x3s. 3 and 4. Very nice, very nice. And 3 2x4s. So we're going to grab 1, 2, and 3. So I think we have all the pieces for this next step. As with previous steps, it'll be in multiple layers. Bottom layer, top layer. Here we go. I'm still worried about this tail piece in the back, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to start building off of, what am I going to build off of? I'm trying to see where it would be appropriate to, oh, thanks for the follow. High Wrist Tor? High Wrister? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for following. I appreciate the follow. My name's Carlos, otherwise known as Rongvald, and we're building a Nanoblock Pikachu. Let's see. So I'm trying to figure out where this next layer is going to go. And so my confusion is here, where to line the bricks up so that I don't create a misalignment down the road. Oh, actually they have a note in this particular step. Start assembling from this block. So apparently that's the thing to do. For once, good instructions on the set. All right, so we're going to apply that 2x1 in the back, and then a 2x4 right in front of it. And then Pipe Ace and FDG, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. We're building a Nanoblock scale Pikachu, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the future of the channel and where I think we might take it. I had envisioned this being a relatively short stream. I didn't think this was going to be, this Pikachu build was going to take too long. And, you know, I guess we're doing okay with it, but I thought it would be a lot faster, if I'm being honest. So far we're doing pretty good, I think. We're going to add the 2x2s. Right there. A little bit of an overhang. And then, thanks, Bill. And then we're going to put the red corner pieces like that. And like that. And then we're going to put some of the yellow corner pieces right in front of it. Like so. And like that. All right. And finally, a 2x4 sitting in front, like there, like that in there, if I can squeeze it in there. Feeling like these blocks are not aligning, but it should. It's kind of odd. Let me move these corner pieces. I'm going to attach this brick. And then I'm going to try to add the corner pieces back to it. It's a little bit of an alignment issue. That tail piece that I was worried about just flipped off. And everything just kind of came apart. Unfortunate. Feel like, oh, there it goes. So I finally got that to align. That was kind of painful. I feel like the tolerances between these bricks is not the best. I really have to force that in. Peewee PODX. So I'm wondering if this is one of the hotspot things. Somebody mentioned that this was happening yesterday. Thanks for the host, Bill. Would anybody here happen to know if these are the new versions of the hotspots? Because nobody's chatting, but we've had several follows, similar names. Please don't click on the names unless you are familiar with them already. Because some of the hotspots acted as IP grabbers, so let's be careful with them. All right, so we got the first layer in after a little bit of forcing these corner pieces in. And now we're going to try to get that top layer in. And I believe I'm going to start with the brown 2x2 in front. And then 2 more corner pieces. Looking good. Looking good. And then in that top layer, I'm going to orient it like in the diagram for me. The red piece is like so. So you can see the Pikachu's cheek. Looking good. There we are. And we had a brick fall off, which is not a good sign. All right, there we go. There we go. We're going to add the 2x3s. And they're inset in the red blocks on either side. We're going to add 1x2s here and the other side. There we go. And finally, a 2x4 in the back, going laterally, like that. So you can see Pikachu's back, his little striped brown back. He's starting to come together with little arms, little nose, and cheeks. Let's see if I can put this part of the tail back on. I'm going to put it here. There we go. And we're moving on to step 5. As with the others, step 5 has 2 layers, so let's collect all the pieces. Okay, 2 2x4s, 2 2x3s, 2 2x2s, 2 corner pieces. We need 5 1x2s. We need 4 1x1s. Yellow. 3, 4. 1 black 1x2 and 2 white 1x1s. There we go. They are hotspots, are they? That's too bad. All right. I think I was supposed to grab 2 of these black 1x2s. And we're going to start, this time I'm going to start in the front. So I'm going to take a yellow 1x2 and the black 1x2s right behind it, laterally. There we are. There we are. Good. And then we're going to drop the 2x3s behind it, offset by 1 brick. There we are. We're going to drop some 1x2s next to it. We're going to leave one of the red studs exposed. Looking good. Take a 2x4 in the back laterally, straddling what we're building, and then 1x1s right next to it. There we are. And finally, a yellow 2x2, 1x2 in the back. Go. So that's the first layer in step 6. Step 5. Oh man. Yeah, you can kind of see it. You're starting to see it. And then we're going to add the second layer on top. It looks like we're going to put a little bit of white here. We're going to put the corner bricks here in the middle. And then another white brick, and then we'll tighten it down a little bit. Just tighten everything down. Okay. And then some 2x2s. And 1x1 that I haven't placed yet. But it goes right here. And then the 2x2 right behind it. And then we do the same thing on the other side. We'll put a 1x1 on the edge, like so, and then a 2x2 here. And then a 2x4 laterally in between, inset by one stud. There we go. And lastly, for this step, a 1x2 in the back. Like that. So, it's our progress. Looking decent, looking decent. Okay. Moving on to step 6. Pretty small step. All it needs is 2 2x3 bricks, 3 2x2s, and 4 1x2 bricks. Right. It is going to have these in 2 layers, so let's see what we do. So this 1x2 goes here. The 2x3s go behind it, centered. They're going to close this little hole inside. And then we have 1x2s in the back, aligned to the back of the 2x3s. And lastly, on the first layer, another 1x2 centered on the back. Looking good. And then we're going to put these 2x2s here somewhere. I think we do it like this, based on the diagrams that I'm seeing. Set like that. Okay. So here we go. Kaz, welcome. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah. We just this is a Nanoblock version of Pikachu. I think in the future, if you're into that, in the future, we are gonna do a Mega Constructs version of Pikachu, which is much bigger, full size, maybe life size. So I think we might do that later, but not in this stream. All right, we're on step 7 of 8. It looks like 8 is kind of a long step though, so bear that in mind. For step 7, we'll just need 2 2x3 blocks, and we're going to need one clear 2x2, and it looks like we're going to be applying the feet. And so what we're doing is we're going to turn the body over. I think the feet stick out a little bit, so I think it goes something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Like that. And then this clear part, I think it's just meant to hold up the tail a little bit, so it's a little so it's supported when it doesn't tip over. And so you can see where we are. Not bad, not bad. It is a little frightening, cause you're not wrong. All right, there we go. And then we're going to move on to step 8, which is the final step. I'm not even going to separate pieces. I'm just going to try to grab them as I need them. In fact, what I'll do instead, move the pieces here, move the instructions here, so you can kind of see where we're at. We are near here. Maybe I do need to move the pieces just a touch. And so it looks like we need to make some sub-assemblies before we continue. So I am going to try to make this sub-assembly first. And it looks like it's asking me to take a 2x3 and add a corner piece to it. But in the middle, like this, like that. And then we're going to take some black pieces. If I'm reading this correctly, this is going to be a black corner piece, and a black 1x1. 1x1. There we go. Honestly, cause I don't think this is the prettiest Pikachu build ever, but it's interesting. It's interesting. Okay, and so what we're going to do is we're going to set these on top of another corner piece, and I think the way it's going to go is I'm going to do this manually, like that. There we go. And then this gets set on top of that other yellow subassembly we had, like so. Very good. And I think this is Pikachu's ear, if I'm looking at the diagram correctly. And Pikachu's ear gets applied somehow. I think it's like this. So that's one of Pikachu's ears. Not bad, not bad. This camera, not terrible. So let's work on the other ear. Similar, in that we need a 2x3 and a yellow corner piece. Again, we need to orient things correctly. So in this case, it's like this, and I think it's in the middle. Yep, like that. I'm going to set that aside because we're going to need it. Need to come back to it. We're going to take a black corner piece. I'm going to take a black 1x2 and put it right there. Nope, that's not where we're going to put it. We're going to put it right there. And another black corner piece right there. Good. And then we're going to take our other subassembly and drop it right on top in the corner. And then we put it there. So Pikachu now has ears. Awesome, awesome. Lovely little guy. I'll put it like that. Looking good. All right, and now we're going to work on his tail. And I think this is the instructions, so it's good. At least we get detailed instructions on the tails as well. So apparently it's important that we align it correctly. Hope I got this right. So I think it wants us to do it like, align it like that. And then we're going to drop bricks like that. And then a corner piece. So, good. Step 2, we're going to add another corner piece here, like so. We're going to add a 1x2 on the bottom, like that. And then step 3, we're going to build on top of that. This doesn't feel like the most secure thing, but we're going to continue. So 2x2, and it looks like it's going to go. It looks like we need to lay a 2x3 in there before we do this, actually. Oh, but it doesn't actually sit on anything, and that's why we need to put these pieces in first. So this will go here, and then a 2x3. And then a 1x3 over here, and a 1x4 over here. There we go. Now this comes off really easily. So it looks like what we're going to do in the next step is shore that up with a corner bit here, which holds it onto the main assembly, and then a 2x2 on the end. It's feeling a little better. Doesn't feel like it wants to come apart right in my hand. And I think this is the last brick to be applied there. And then we drop the tail right on to that piece that we had on there. And there we have it. We turn the instructions over, and that is Nanoblock Pikachu. Not too shabby, not too shabby. I dig it. A little closer. Not bad, not bad. I dig it. It's a male Pikachu, and you can tell by the shape of the tail. So that's where we are. That was today's build. Thank you for bearing with me through that. That was a very detailed, and that wasn't quite as intense as our usual builds. Usually it's a little more casual, but with the nano blocks, it kind of took over everything. So, and I think what I wanted to do now was I wanted to talk to everybody who is here, so Kaz and Clever and Pil. So I think what we're going to do for the future of the stream is I think we might actually do a little bit of digital designing of Lego sets. So let me load up this digital designer, and I'll show you what I have in mind. I can definitely show the Pikachu. Here's the Pikachu right here. Look at him. Yeah, it turned out quite well. Little guy. And so let me load up what I've been working on a little bit. And what I shall do is I'm going to add a source, window capture, source, call it Lego Digital Designer. And it is going to be this guy. Bam. And let me bring my face cam up. Where do I want it? There we go. So, so this is what I've been working on a little bit in my spare time. So for those of you that are familiar with Danny's stream, we all know about the corner bar. And so I've been working on putting it in Lego form. It's still pretty rough. I need to add you know, a rack for the liquors behind the bar. I need to add more seating, but you can see that I've been playing around with different seating arrangements, styles of tables, styles of high tops, flooring. So, and I think that once we finish the design of the bar, we'll order the parts and then we'll build it on stream, and we'll have a corner bar. And if people subscribe, you know, it'll be like they're buying the bar a round of drinks. So, so that's kind of where we are. That's where we are with the corner bar. That's kind of the future of the stream. I am also, as I showed earlier, I'm also planning on let me move this. Let me hide. I'm also planning on building a larger version of Pikachu, the full-size version with full-size blocks. And so this Mega Constructs version of Pikachu is pretty big. It's maybe almost life-size, so it should be. You can't see it. You can't see it because I have this cam pointed down so much, but it's probably, you still can't see it. But it's a good size, and it's posable, which is kind of neat. Let me grab the instruction book number 2. But it's posable, so you can see that it can stand it up, it can be sitting, or it can be in its attack form, which is pretty cool. And then I've also ordered a Lego set for myself, not for my son. It's a make your own creation version of the Battlestar Galactica Viper, which I'm super excited about building on stream. So just a short stream today. I think we've only been going a little under an hour. But you know, just wanted to get that little Nanoblock build in. Super happy with how it turned out. The ear wants to fall off as I'm looking at it. Pretty happy with how it turned out, and showed you guys plans for the bar. And that's where we are. I think we're gonna find someone to raid now. Let me take a look at who's live. I see Alana's live. Do you guys have any other recommendations? I think of the channels that I would go raid, it probably Alana's is the top. Alana Maddie. So unless you guys have any recommendations, I think we might go there. You just drop a raid, the raiding command. So stick around for the raid. We're going on a raid, copy that raid call. It helps if I spell correctly. Let me switch to, we have a credits screen, which unfortunately is going to be a little tainted by the bot follows. But let's roll those credits. Thank you, Peel, for being here. Really appreciate you being here. IC was here a little bit earlier. We had some bot followers. I'm assuming all 4 of those are bot followers, but we'll find out. So let's go raid Alana. We'll drop it in. Alana, Maddie. Oh, thank you for blocking them. I appreciate it. So we're going to go raid. Don't forget to copy that raid call. Thank you for coming. 3:30. Thank you for stopping in, and but I think we'll probably see you in Alana's stream. We're about to head over to Alana's to say hi. All right. I'll see everyone there. Take care. Have a good day. Good night. And hope you all have a wonderful week wherever you are.
Appreciate that a lot.